Welcome back, everybody. Episode 70 with head coach Mike Rivera and superstar. Welcome to El Paso, Kamden Kaiser. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing great, man.
Doing good, man.
Got a couple days of the season to start.
Yep.
Since you walked in, you've had a big smile on your face, man. I don't know if you're excited about the weekend or just to be on the podcast.
Both.
Both.
Excited about both.
Good answer, man.
Yep.
So welcome to El Paso. You've you played in the league last year. You were traded in the offseason to us, which was Mikey and I have talked about that trade, and we'll get into that a little bit. But so you've been here since training camp.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think so far?
It's been good. I really like it here. The town's great. A lot to do. All the guys on the team are great too, the coaching staff, and so it's been awesome so far.
Been good so far?
Good answer
Yes,
there.
it has.
Good answer, man. We'll keep you around till the weekend anyway. Don't shit the bed on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
But who are you staying with?
I'm with Paulie Martin and Robert Martin.
Yeah,
So,
good families.
yeah, really.
They've been
really
with us for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing that's cool about our billet program is like Kelly Aaron-Moosby, our billet coordinator. She's been with it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had some people with us for years, and they're one of those families.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah.
Who do you live with? Any players?
Yeah, Rasmus Rusinen, one of our Finnish players. So
Oh,
So-
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you guys get along?
pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're both pretty quiet. So
Video game type guys or what?
he is a little bit, not me. We just kind of just hang out together.
Yeah, right on.
Not many words, but it's good.
So you've been here for whatever, a couple of weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mikey, it's been 2 weeks. So where's your favorite eats, man?
I haven't been out too much. Paulie, our billet, took us to this restaurant. I think it was in New Mexico, but it was pretty good. I don't know the name of it.
Mexican food?
Yes,
Was it like in an old town? Was it Old Mesilla?
it was like an old town. I don't know the name, but it was pretty cool.
Probably Old Mesilla.
Could be an old.
I forget the name of the famous Mexican restaurant there, but
I've been there a few times.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So good. So you enjoy Mexican food
Yeah. All the food's been good here.
so far. So you don't wake up with a little bit lighter after you eat Mexican food, or what?
no, pretty good.
Yeah, so 2 weeks and it's been good so far. Mike, I know we've started. We gotten into the season. Well, not no games, but
right.
since training camp, we talked a little bit last week. We gassed the episode because we butchered it so bad. What I mean by that is we talked a lot of shit about a lot of nothing.
Yeah, we were in preseason form, not midseason form. So
We took a couple weeks off doing this, and you could tell
Got a little rusty.
a little rusty.
It was a nice break.
So since training camp, it's been good. We've had a couple movements last week a little bit, and we're getting into obviously game week.
Mm-hmm.
You guys leave tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
heading to the Brahmaland. Should
Yep.
be fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the way you start a season is to go right into the fire, go on the road, go against a rival, against a good team. That's always going to be in the mix every year. It puts everybody up to the test right away. You really know kind of where you're at after leaving the weekend.
Brahma's defending champs in our division.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't quite pull it off in Robertson Cup,
No.
which is okay, right? I didn't know which way to go, cheer for them or not.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
But it's one of those things. So it'll be a good test this weekend. There's no, Wildfung does a great job with it,
Yeah,
and he's always got his guys prepared.
I think it was a win-win last year for Robertson Cup final because you have a South team in it and then a previous South coach in it, and he won one in the South with Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So you'd imagine
I'm listening. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure. You'd imagine he does a lot of the same when he went to Bismarck,
Right.
and so ultimately the South style still won the
It
championship.
was like we all we've watched it, right? And you know what happened, I'm sure,
Yep.
in that. And you feel bad, but then again you don't, right? Like they shouldn't have been there in the first place.
No,
You know what I
no,
mean?
technically not.
Like when you look at it that way. But it'll be a good test this weekend for sure. You're coming from out east,
No,
right?
No.
Midwest.
Well, Midwest, same shit. It's east from here. But what have you heard about the South? Same shit when it comes. Are they east of us or no?
A little bit.
Wisconsin's just
east.
slightly east of
Yeah,
us.
Little east.
It is
It's
east
east.
though, technically.
No, I've heard the South is more physical. I think that's like the main thing people talk about. But other than that, it's same league, so probably pretty similar.
I think
everywhere.
you're going to do well in the South. We obviously before you got here, we got to see. He and I got to see you in person.
Yeah.
We obviously liked your tape, and that was one of the things that we liked about you is your physicality.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, the more we watched, the more we liked. Then we saw you, and we're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We like this.
Yeah.
You're kind of a, El Paso Rhinos type player.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, just kind of north, south, not to say there's no east and west,
Right.
but north, south, and a lot of banging.
Yeah.
Yep.
We like that. We talked after, some of the camp, camp. You and I talked a little bit, drawing that fine line, right? You got to play that line where you don't want to cross, but you do, because I think that's your game.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think, believe me, I like that. And I think Coach Rivera likes that too. And everybody in this building is going to like that.
Right. Yep.
But it's a fine line.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And tote that line.
It's an art to be able to play to that line without crossing it too often.
Yeah, 100%.
Because sometimes you have to. People have to know that you're willing to cross that line to be good at it.
There's and I've talked to Mike, and I'm not going to get into detail on the podcast, but in specific to you, some of the things that you've done, over the course since training camp, and we've talked about this. It just your leadership ability, obviously, it stands out. The way you conduct yourself amongst our guys when things get a little heated.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you want to do this? And you know what I'm getting at. We're not going to get into detail. And you can see it, like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? And then, yeah, I want to do this. And then it happens.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm not saying you took it easy, but you took it easy. That's what I saw.
He was, we'll call it fair.
You know what I mean? Like, it's your teammate, right? But you got to do what you got to do.
Right. Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I think there's a lot of maturity in your game because of how you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You and I talked about once, the meetings after training camp.
Yep.
About the one gentleman. I'm not going to get into it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Yeah.
How that was, and you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Just how I just thought, that's good on you, but also good on him.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Willing to do what he did, and you just like, dude, come on.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. No, it's to be able to control your emotions and control what you do. When something is heated, it says a lot. Like, it's definitely, the composure is going to be crucial because, there's certain teams that aren't allowed to fight in the road in our division. Why that is, I mean, to each his own. But to be able to play within the guidelines and still bring the jam is really important. And I think that up to this point, you've done a good job of doing that.
Yeah, everything I've seen, and I know Mike's seen, obviously we like, right? We're excited to get the season going and see what happens this weekend in Bromley. Everybody thinks you're good until you really get at it, right? Everyone thinks, man, we're going to be a lot better than next year. Well, you don't really know what you're playing against. You see the roster and you can do whatever you want to do, but until you start playing.
Right. Yeah.
What are you excited about, man? Obviously getting going.
Right. Yeah. No, we're really excited to start playing. I'm excited to see how we do as a team. I think there's a lot of great guys we have too. So I'm excited for everyone to get some game experience and for everyone to play together. So it's going to be fun.
2 weeks or whatever it's been, 2 weeks since training camp, 2.5. This will be 3 weeks, right?
This is week 3, yeah.
Week 3, that's a long time, man. It's good because you get conditioning, you get systems, you kind of get into it. But,
right.
This week especially, guys get chomping at the bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can imagine.
Yeah.
Even coaching staff, right? We all are. Like, everybody wants to see games. And, when you're going at it for 3 weeks, it's like, come on, man, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's also the balancing act, I think. Like, today we went through face-offs, like, really, really quickly. We didn't spend a ton of time on it. There's, like, a fine line of, like, not shoveling too much shit down to them, like, whether it's systems or details, and just letting them play to figure out where you're at and then kind of building layers out from there, right? And so, but as a coach, you also, like, it's all in the back of your head. Like, you want to be prepared. You want to check every single box. But it's not practical.
Right.
It's almost counterproductive early in the year.
Right, and you're not winning games or you're not winning the championship in September, but every point counts, especially in this division because it is so tight from top to bottom, man. It really is.
Yeah, you're not going to make the playoffs in September, October, but you can miss them.
100%.
So you got to get every point you can along the way.
Yeah, for sure. So Kamden, have you played hockey your entire life?
Pretty much. I started in third grade.
Third grade? So you're from Minnesota?
I'm from Minnesota, yep.
Born in Minnesota?
Born in Minnesota, yep.
Whereabouts?
Northfield, Minnesota.
Whereabouts is that?
It's like 45 minutes south of Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Okay, so that's Also, in a couple of weeks, that's going to be home for you. A lot of family coming to watch you play. Or
Yep,
what?
up at the showcase. Yeah, we'll be driving right by my house.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
So the family's going to come. You have any siblings?
I do. I have a younger sister, Kendall. She plays volleyball. She's a freshman.
Right on.
In high school or college?
High school.
Nice.
Yep.
Is she going to be a college volleyball player? Is she on that trajectory?
I hope so. Yeah, she's looking like it.
That's
so
pretty cool.
Should be good.
That's good. And obviously, sports background for the entire family, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Sister plays. That's good, man. So you keep active and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I want to hear a little bit about your high school football career.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
talk about it. I heard about that.
Yeah. High school, I played 3 sports, 4 actually. I played hockey, baseball, and football, and then I was on the fishing team in high school.
Really?
Too. Yep.
Leave it to Minnesota. Eh?
Yep. Fishing team. So,
It's like curling in Canada.
Yeah.
That's
That's awesome.
yeah, no, but football I had a lot of fun in football. I did pretty well. So
What position?
I played a lot in high school, mainly quarterback, and then I would move around with running back and wide receiver too, and then I played safety on defense.
Right on. So I heard you had some opportunity there.
I did. Yep. Had some-
Tell us about that. You're a pretty modest guy, so it's time to get out from that cape and talk about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, no, I had some college opportunity for football. It was a hard decision picking between hockey and football, but I think hockey was the way I wanted to go. So
Did your dad play football?
yes,
The same positions?
running back.
Running back.
Yep.
So you got to play both sides of the ball in high school.
I did. Yeah,
That's
What'd you like better?
probably scoring touchdowns.
That versus crushing guys.
Yeah, I mean, you can still crush guys on offense too. Just go right through them.
Sure.
I like both definitely, but
Just
So
scoring.
for college, would it have been what side of the ball? What do you think you would have played on?
probably safety. I think that's what I was getting recruited for a lot was safety. So yeah.
Really, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Good for
so,
you, man.
so the first time I got the name sent to me, I Google them, and all this max prep stuff shows up, and I'm like, "What?" I'm like,
Got the wrong
I was like,
freaking guy.
I was like, he sent me the wrong name, and then because I see all these football highlights, I see these touchdowns being scored, and then talked to Lenny a little bit more, and he's like, "No, he was a football player." So then I'm like, "Well, now I'm interested." So now I go through all the max preps, and there's some videos out there for those that want to gander at it. And I see this guy running in a touchdown, and I'm like, this kid can play football too. Like, that's impressive to be able to do both. And I love the fact that you decided to play hockey, obviously selfishly for us, but
Yeah.
also because it shows how much you love the game. Because for you to pass up that opportunity to continue to play this game means how much you love hockey.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's awesome.
Tell us about your fishing career.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
That's interesting.
yeah,
You get credits for that too, obviously.
like in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Goes towards your diploma, right?
I don't.
I
know.
would have think so.
Yeah. Maybe.
Anyway, maybe not.
Yeah. No, it's pretty new.
Curling did.
It was new in high school, and me and one of my best friends, Jake Geiger, we love fishing, obviously. So we got our team, me and him, and we'd go fishing.
Right on.
Is it
Pretty
like
cool.
is it like bass fishing?
Yep,
Ice
bass
fishing?
bass fishing. Yep, yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what you do in your spare time?
I like to go fishing a lot. Yep, golfing, obviously. But yeah, I've been
Well,
fishing for a long time.
Golfing is a place here that you can do year round. I'm sure you figured that out.
Yeah. That's
So I would assume you've been.
yes. A couple of guys we went out. So it's
Where'd you guys
pretty
go?
fun. We went to Butterfield.
How'd you like it?
It was nice. Yeah.
Not as green as Minnesota, but
Not quite.
a little different.
Yeah, you got to keep it in the fairway.
Yeah, man.
it's a lot of
That
sand,
course
but
used to be a lot better.
It did.
Yeah.
I was surprised how green it actually was, but
That's good to hear.
You need to go. You need to go to Painted Dunes.
okay. I've heard that's good. I think some of the
It's
guys
good.
have been
It's it's wide open in the desert,
there. Yeah.
and there's signs everywhere, like just FY for the rattlesnakes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a course where depending on which side you play, you're gonna have to keep your driver in your bag
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
You gotta-
Especially me. I like to slice it a lot. Baseball swing.
There you go.
But
You play any baseball?
I did in high school. Yep.
Really? What position were you there?
I played center, and I would pitch a little bit too.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Just a multitasker.
No kidding, an athlete, man.
I know who I'm picking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guy can do everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good for you, man. What are your grades like?
Pretty good. A's and B's in high school.
Right on.
Yeah.
Take your SATs yet? You don't have to tell us that.
No.
You need to, man. Get on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me and Kleiner were actually talking about that today. So.
Now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the right crew's coaching you. You know, like with Mikey and Kleiner. You know, backing you and
Mm-hmm.
for advancement and whatnot. So it'll be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really
For
good
sure.
thing.
I'd go ACT over SAT.
Yeah.
It's a little easier. More schools take it.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a Midwest thing.
Yeah.
SATs probably more East Coast if I had to say, but they'll still recognize ACT.
Yeah.
And ACT is easier to study for, way easier compared to SAT.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
You got time, but it's coming.
Plenty of time.
It's coming.
Yeah.
So you're in 06, so you got another year after this,
Mhm.
which is really good. You know, I was checking that out, and I'm pretty excited about having you around for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But so with your game, what do you find your best asset?
I think physical play.
Physical play.
That's a big one. I have a heavy shot too, so I think that's a great asset. And then I feel like I can play with speed too, and play with skill too when I need, and have IQ. So, yeah.
Kind of a well-rounded guy. You know, and that's
Try
a
to be.
that's a positive thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of guys can do one or two things, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, being rounded, I think is obviously beneficial for your game, right?
Right.
Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
hence why we're pretty excited about you.
Yeah, it gets you mobile up and down a lineup, right? Like you can contribute from anywhere, play anywhere, and that makes you marketable on the college side of things too, right?
Right.
Especially with how tight things have gotten at the Division I level. If you're a guy that contributes heavily at this level, and then you can also play both sides of the puck well, that makes you very marketable at the Division I level still, because there's a lot of guys that can't do that. And
Right.
how defensive that game is in college, it's definitely marketable.
Yeah.
So, you know, talking about, you know, kind of our division and, you know, coming from the Midwest, sorry. What was your longest bus trip over there?
When I got to, because I was in Austin,
Yeah.
the Bruins before Janesville, but when I was in the Janesville Midwest, our furthest bus ride was 6 hours to Duluth, Minnesota, so not bad. And then in Austin, our furthest was Minot, which was 11, 12 hours.
Right.
So that one was pretty far.
Well, you know, being in the South, I think the shortest one is 4 hours, and you know, probably the average is probably about 8 or 9 hours. I would say the average would
If
be.
you took the average, yeah.
You know, some are good, some are longer, right?
Mhm.
But it is what it is. And
Yeah.
South Division is so different. It's more of a pro environment, a pro setup. What I mean by that, because a lot of the Western Professional Hockey League, like you had El Paso, you had Amarillo, Odessa, Shreveport. You had all of them.
Yeah.
New Mexico, and you're playing in a lot of the same buildings,
Mhm.
which is kind of cool. And you know, when we got involved with the North American Hockey League, that was kind of what we thought was really cool about it.
All but two are the same buildings.
Yeah.
New Mexico and OKC are the only two that
And well,
aren't.
and this one really, but yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
this
cool,
one, I
right?
guess, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a really cool thing, man.
Mhm. Yeah, I've heard the arenas, they get full, it gets loud, and they're big. So
It does, you
That'll
know,
be fun.
like, you know, obviously you got a taste of what it was like here
Mhm.
during the training camp All-Star game. That's really nothing. You know, it gets a lot better than that.
Yeah.
You
That
know
was
what I mean?
loud. That was
Right,
loud.
no, for sure. And, you know, New Mexico, they draw. I don't know how rowdy it is, but
It feels really rowdy there because it's a smaller building, so they don't need a ton of bodies to pack it. And the acoustics in there are very like everything's kind of bouncing off the walls right back at you. So it feels loud, it feels hectic, but there's only they say that they can fit 1,000. I don't know how they physically do that. Don't think that's the truth. You only need 500 in there, and it feels like
right.
an absolute packed house, and it's pretty intense.
And you got Amarillo. They got a big building.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the pro team played. I don't know. They don't draw very well. Maybe they do.
It's
I don't wanna
it's
speak out of-
1,500, but it's just a
It's
big
just so
building.
it's so big, right?
Yeah.
And then you get Odessa. You know, same building when I was playing
Okay.
against the Jacks back in the day. They they don't do too well.
Were they the Jacks in the Western Pro League?
Yeah.
And then the CHL, they went to the Gorillas, and then they came.
That was Amarillo.
That was Amarillo. Weren't they the? What else was Odessa?
Just the Jacks. They've always been Odessa.
Oh, it was
So
Lubbock had a team.
Amarillo has been the Gorillas, the Rattlers, there's another one in there. I think there was 3 different,
And the Wranglers, right?
and the Wranglers.
Yeah.
But there's one more. I think I'm missing one.
They were the Bulls in the North American League at one point. I don't know about the
And
Pro
I
League.
think they were the Bulls in the Pro League too. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But then you got Shreveport. They do well.
Yeah.
Corpus does well.
Yeah. Corpus can be a fun place to play. Super nice building.
Yeah, I think I've seen their arena. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
No, they only seed people in the bottom bowl,
Oh, okay.
which it should make sense, right?
Yeah.
Like
That thing is huge.
Yeah.
it is a big building.
Yeah.
But they do a good job of like blacking out the top part, and then the bottom bowl's full, and it's still like 3,500 people, and their production's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a good job. Shreveport does a good job too.
Yeah. I actually haven't been to Shreveport.
Same building as back when I played. I don't know if they've done any upgrades, but it's a old old building, man. South building. There's a lot of character.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of character in this division,
Yeah.
right? And you've played. Have you played any games against this division?
No South teams. Nope.
Nothing at all. Okay,
No.
well, it's a little bit different, right? It's a little more physical, a little tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's physical. It's tighter for sure. It's different. There's teams in, I would say, the Midwest is closest to the South, like where like the East would be like almost a completely different kind of style of play, where then you get to the Midwest and it's the Central and it's a lot closer to our division.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. We had a kid get traded from Amarillo to Austin last year, and he was just kind of talking about how it's pretty similar to the Central, but yeah.
That's good. Well, good. Well, we look forward to stepping on the ice tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
Well,
Oh, no,
Friday.
why am I thinking today's Thursday? I've been thinking that all freaking day. Friday,
Yeah.
Bromland,
7:30.
7:30, which means
6:30
which means
Mountain.
closer to 8, because you never know what you're getting into up there. They got a lot going on up there
Yeah,
this
they
weekend.
do. They do.
They got some wrestling. I think I talked to Frank, and they got some wrestling. So there's going to be a lot of people around because they got a big complex.
Okay.
And it's a nice facility. It really is a nice
It is
facility.
nice.
He does a good job with it. But he gave me the warning that there's a lot going on. So
That building stays busy. When we were there last time, there was a huge gymnastics competition. I mean,
they used to do roller derby there.
they still do.
Do they really?
Yeah, they still do.
I've yet to been to roller derby, and we have it here in one of the arenas here on site.
Yeah.
Have you been?
I've been to it, but not here.
I want to go because we had a couple
It's
of the roller
intense, dude.
chicks on, when we first started the podcast, and we were supposed to go, but whatever happened. But have you been?
I have not, no.
That'd be a good team event.
It's intense. Well, it's a summer thing, though, isn't it?
I think yes, but I think it kind of overlaps a little bit. I could be mistaken.
It'd be interesting to go watch.
I'd go.
Yeah.
100%.
We used to have it out of the rink that I worked at in OKC, and it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those girls are scary and mean, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're tougher than some of our guys, man.
Probably are, yeah. Cameron wanted to play it, wanted to try it. My daughter.
Oh.
I was like, no, dude, you're not playing.
No.
But she wanted to give it a go. But so you've been in El Paso a couple weeks. Good billets, good food. You've been golfing. Anywhere else?
No, I mean, kind of been the rink and
Just a homebody.
home, relax.
Homebody,
Yeah.
taking it easy.
Yeah, I kinda
Waiting for
have.
that curfew call.
Yeah.
We keep them pretty busy, though, man.
Yeah.
No, and it's good, right? Like, once we get in the swing of things, now you'll start working with the youth program,
Yep.
which is awesome because those little dudes look up to you guys. It's one of those things where when you were youth,
Yep.
you were looking up to junior guys, right? And there's always somebody out there helping you guys.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of time to give back. And that's kind of what makes our situation so unique is because of the involvement with everybody in the hockey community, whether it's 6U or 14U or the NA3 or the NA, everybody's involved. And it makes it really good. And you'll stay busy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we keep guys busy here, that's for sure.
And all those little dudes that are skating with you after the game, win or lose, they still think you guys are the greatest
Yep.
thing, which is awesome. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's a fun place to be, man. It's a fun place to play, and you'll have a lot of fun here.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be good to get things going, really see where we're at.
Absolutely, yes. Speaking of that, you guys are taking off Friday or tomorrow morning. What do you think, Mikey? Are you guys ready or what?
Yeah, I think
Ready
so.
as you'll.
As ready as you can be at
Can
this
be,
point. Like,
right.
I've liked our work ethic and our compete. Like, I haven't had to coach that, which you shouldn't have to, but you sometimes you do. And that's never been something that I've really had to coach this year. They brought it every day. Obviously, you coach the details, and that's something that comes with time. But I think the buy-in, the culture, the foundation that you need, it's coming together quicker than maybe I would have even thought. But you need that, and then from there, then you got to, now it's like you start adding the hockey.
Sure.
And let's see how good we can really be. But without that foundation, it's just a house of cards that'll fall apart, right? And we've seen that in the past. And so knowing that foundation is being built gives me a lot of confidence in the direction that we're going. It's just a matter of, can we put pen to paper and make it work now, right? Like, and really execute.
Sure.
Some guys are better in practice than they are in games.
And that's going to lead to my next question is, obviously practicing, guys look good, flow's good, speed's good, things are getting better. Now you're down a goal, you're down 2 goals. How do guys react? You know what I mean? We think we know you, right? But do we?
Right.
Like until you get in that situation, does the tent pack in and guys start doing their own thing? Hopefully not.
Right. Yeah.
But you never know.
You would hope not. And I think it takes what's the word? Adversity to build resilience
100%.
anyways, right? Like some kids will have it because they've been through adversity in their life or maybe with the team they played with before and they kind of have a little bit of a callus built on them. But then to collectively as a group, we have to build that callus and like go through some adversity to kind of really build that resilience. What I will say is I feel currently that we have a team that really wants it and wants to win and not just, it doesn't feel like a me, it feels like a we.
Yeah.
And again, you don't know until like show me who you are when things are going bad and I'll tell you who you really are. Yeah. That's really what it's going to come down to and we'll find out. But again, you're going to build that resilience over time, but things are trending in the right direction. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, it's you're right. Like you think that everything is going to go well, and I'm sure it will, right? But you guys you've been playing hockey since birth, really, right? Since third grade, you said. Played all sorts of sports. Many of your teammates are probably in that same boat. Multiple sports, whatever the case is. You see that more and more, by the way, right? Multiple sport kids, right? Versus back when I was playing, it was kind of just whatever.
I wouldn't let my kid play hockey year round. I'd make them stop in the summer and play something else.
Yeah. No, my dad was all over hockey.
Yeah, see, I had a blast playing baseball in the summers and doing other things, and I think being athletic,
I think it's better.
It helps you. You don't get burnt out. It's now like, can you still do some on ice stuff through the summer? Yeah, of course, but like, I don't want you playing in 5 summer tournaments. I want you playing. I'd rather you play flag football at the park or tackle football at the park with your buddies than playing 5 summer tournaments. It's too much. You get to a certain age where like, yeah, you can go all in, but under the age of like 14, for what? I don't think it matters.
No, yeah, I would agree with that. Right? Like, there's only so much you can do.
Right.
You got to, first and foremost, if you're playing hockey and you're playing contact, it doesn't matter what age, you're taking a beating, right? And the higher you go, the worse it gets, the longer it gets, right? And then, summertime, my rule back when I played, I'd take a couple weeks off and my old man would make me get in the gym and start doing all sorts of shit. And that was all it was. And, do you love the game enough to do that? I did. But kids nowadays, there's so many options. Like, you're a prime example. You had baseball, football, fishing, all sorts of things for you to go. I would have maybe thinking you personally, that if you would have focused on hockey completely, do you get tired of it? Do you like, man, this sucks, I want to do something different? Possibly.
Kind of detach from it. Like I would get so antsy to play hockey again because I hadn't really done much hockey-wise. It's like a little, messing around in the summer, but I hadn't done much. And so by the time hockey season rolls around, I was just chomping at the bit to get out there because it's what I love the most.
Sure.
But it's fun to have those other outlets and kind of detach from it.
Oh, you
it's
have
like
to.
It's healthy.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
I didn't know it back then, but now it's just take some time off and do something different, man.
Yeah. Plus some of those like fundamentals that you learn like in other sports, like they can really translate onto the ice. Like I'm sure you've gone through this. Like you go out to the parking lot to play sewer with your teammates, or maybe you're throwing a football around and you watch a guy throw it and you're like, man, you've just done summer hockey your whole life. Like nobody ever had, your dad never taught you how to throw a football.
Yeah, you're that kid, right?
Yeah. And so do you have to be able to throw a spiral to score a goal? No. But does it help? I think it can.
Yeah. I think everything correlates, right? Everything kind of helps everything out.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, with you, hockey's your favorite sport, obviously, or you would have chosen the football path.
Yep.
So were you any good at baseball?
What's that?
Were you any good at baseball?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Was NIL in effect when you got your offers?
Yeah.
It had just started?
It was, just starting.
Oof. Missed the boat on that one.
You're going to make them start thinking, well,
the money.
Maybe I'll go back.
I might just become this kid's agent and then just...
Exactly. Let's talk after.
Yeah. Let's hit the portal every year for 4 years. And
So obviously mom and dad and all your sister, everybody's going to be watching this weekend in your debut in a Rhino jersey. What number are you wearing?
12.
12.
Yep.
Look at you there.
Is there a reason?
No reason.
Just like it?
Yeah, and I wore that last year a little bit too. So
like it.
Yeah.
Number 12, your debut in a couple days. You excited?
I am. Yeah, really excited. I think I'm really itching to play a game.
To get at it. It's
hit
kind of a
someone
dumb
another
question.
jersey.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of a dumb question.
Wouldn't be here if he's not.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You excited to the 10-hour bus trip?
No, not really. But it'll go quick. hopefully.
They do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's whatever.
Not
Like,
bad.
No, not at all.
See, and I'm gonna throw. I'm not excited about sitting on the bus for 10 hours, but what I'm excited about is I know what's happening behind me, and your team is building, and you're becoming closer as a group. Because when you're stuck in that bus for 10 hours there, 10 hours back, all the time you're spending, like that's where team bonding is actually happening. Those, long road trips, and so like that you're moving forward with that, and so that's what I'm looking forward to.
And it's good. But like I love road trips, man. I used to love it. Whether it was 4 hours or 10 hours, it's all good, man.
Yeah, a lot of memories.
Yeah, for sure.
Bus rides.
I don't know who I was talking to, but you don't miss the game so much. You miss everything around it. Bus trips, the locker room, after games, what you're doing on a Friday night. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously you miss the game, but you miss the boys.
Oh yeah,
The stories, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I miss playing, but I wouldn't want to I don't have a desire to try to play but I would be lost without a locker room, without the bus trips, without being around the environment. I'd be lost without it.
You hear when you talk to guys, right? And you'll get this. You probably are now, but as you get older, you talk to former teammates and whatever. You're not talking, hey man, we're on that 2-on-1 man, and it's like, hey man, remember that fight in the crowd?
Yeah.
Remember this kind of stuff. That's what you're gonna remember, and that's what it's for.
Oh,
It's about that.
Yeah, that's the stuff you carry with you your whole life, and it's like when you're having beers with guys later on in life, that's what you talk about. You don't remember how many points you had, except maybe this guy, but other than that,
I can count that high.
you gotta take your shoes. That's why you're wearing sandals today, buddy.
Yeah, right. They got to count that high. But no, and that's the memories, man. And you hopefully you have some good ones here, man.
Yeah.
We're super pumped to have you as a part of our organization. I think there's going to be some good things from you, and first and foremost, again, welcome to El Paso. Welcome to the Rhinos.
Yeah.
We're super, super excited. I know Mikey is too.
Oh, yeah.
Any last comments, man?
No, I'm excited to be here. Thank you guys. So.
Well, thanks for jumping on, man.
Yeah.
It was like we were going to do this last week, and then whatever, we shit the bed on that. But here we are. We're going to do more players this year between both teams and have some fun with it. And, we wanted to have you on and start the season off strong, man.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Awesome. Thank you.
Play hard, don't suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come back with 4 points and enjoy, man. Anything else, Mikey?
That's all I got, man. Looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
Everybody, make sure you like, share, and follow. And remember, take care, comb your hair, and keep your stick on the ice. Till next time.